Good morning. I'm waking up, picking the sleep out of my eyes. So, today is September 16th, 2013. For you out there who aren't caught up with what's going on, I thought it was very funny that I always talk about anonymous accounts and how people do sneaky shit behind things. Some people have bad habits, real bad habits. So what's this bad habit? Well, when you portray yourself to be another person, for instance, the bad habit would be you would come out to this person. Whoa, let me turn that down. So, long story short, one of my former members of the church and antagonist, Sylvia Thing, popped up as a anonymous account, and periodically I'll check out the members or people trying to be a member of Access Sanctuary Chapel's group on Facebook. I'll just check out their wall just to see what they're about, or I get a lot of left-hand path people because I'm left-hand path, and I'll have a small conglomeration of them, and that's okay. I mean, it's not a left-hand path organization, but I have a lot of liberal left-hand pathers, let's say. So I saw this account. It was called like Lucy Raven, and I kind of red flag, I couldn't figure out why. The word Raven, because you got Sylvia Raven Thing. So I go off and I check out the wall, and sure enough, there's a huge dissertation about whatever her problem is with some other people, and it was signed Sylvia Thing on a Lucy Raven account. So I just simply wrote a quick letter. Yeah, you're not welcome here, period. Doesn't matter what name you change yourself at. Then she turns around to me and does one of those, trying to start something with me. So I know she was bored, had nothing to do, and she wanted to cause some shit, which is fine with me, if you really want to do that. But she didn't learn a lesson the first time with silver baskets. So I had to go and promote her again. Now she's threatening to cut her wrists and jump off a bridge. Please do. I endorse it. I push you if I could. Oh, the threats of suicide. Oh, life's tough on the internet. Reality check. Take your Sylaxis. Maybe they'll mellow you out. I always get kicked when people scream pro-gun and, they're taking antipsychotic med. Yep. I'm not lying. This shit's already on the Sybil Baskets account. Go look for yourself. It's too funny. Only reason why it's funny, it's a cycle. I mean, if she really did commit a suicide, it would be more entertainment for my end, because she actually did something she threatened to do. She threatened to take me to court. Never seen it. Threatened harassment to the police department. Never happened, never will. All talk, no walk. So, I'm gonna cut my wrist and jump off a bridge. Sounds good, but it won't happen. But since she's got all these guns that she's threatened to shoot me with, I recommended to, put one underneath her chin. Maybe that'll kind of, if it doesn't kill her, at least it might shut her up. But that's okay. But this is how I deal with people, especially people who are live less than an hour away from my house, which is fine. And I'm not intimidated. I'm not worried. I just think it's funny that I get this much attention from the Looney Tunes out there. But that's okay too. I mean, I get the crazies and I get the like-minded, and and they're not the same. That's the funny part. They're not. This person was incoherent from the get-go. Initially was a contributing member of Access Sanctuary and Chapels. I even donated some stuff like Coexist stained glass looking thing, which is pretty cool, you know. But this all stemmed, and it's in the Sylvia or Sybil Basket's YouTube account, and that is she just had a fight with a friend of mine and associated me with you know, guilty by association, and that's where it all started from. So I gave her the boot, and then, you know, I went back and I fought her with logic, and I would prevail, but it became like, you know, you said, I said, she said, he said. So my strategy of debating had changed. I no longer debate. What I do is I just screen pick all her crazy shit she does. I compile it into a video, and I release it. Mostly on Sybil Basket's account or this account here with Rev.Ronald French. But that's the scoop, man. I mean, you know, she comes across like the victim. She'll throw a rock at me, and then I come back to beat her with a stick, and she's like, he's starting something here. So I don't even do that no more. She throws a rock, I take pictures of it, I post it up asking people why she's throwing rocks. And then at that point, she so screams out victim, but now people can see for themselves what it is that, you know, she's doing, because it's like, you know, I don't need to explain myself to anybody, but in the same respect, it doesn't take long to explain what she's doing just by simply posting up the screen pics of the antics she's been, you know, that I caught her at. See, so there's a different strategy, different mindset. And of course, playing victim, oh, I must take down my websites because of him. Ooh. Well, if you actually read the videos that I actually posted up of her, you would, you know, that's the whole thing. I'm not there to spoon feed people or to tell people how to think. They have to think on their own. So if they're actually objective, they want to know two sides of a story or even the pictures, they can get that from me. But I do find it fun and funny. It is entertainment, even with threats of suicide. I mean, if she did, that's her choice. More power to her. Believe me, all the power to you. Do it, do it, do it. See, so that's just my opinion, my voice. Not a church's voice, not anything else. This is my voice. You know, for me, it's the end of drama if she decided to jump off the bridge, cutting her wrist and stuff. I would endorse such action. For me, it's a pragmatic approach. I won't have to hear or deal with her again. But that's just my view. So anytime people do shit like that to draw attention, to power on leverage, to do stuff, do it. And the thing is, with a history like that, with her, it won't get done. Where's the lawsuit? No, she won't do a lawsuit, so I won't draw this out too long. Because I have a history of accounts that she's had, and I would subpoena those accounts to find their IP address and compare them to the IP address of her main account, proving that she uses other accounts to stalk me. And I made that a public announcement, and she hasn't brought me to court yet. She's starting to call the police on me. So one video, I gave my address and phone number. There you go. Bring it. Not one call, not one report, not one visit from the Bradenton Police Department. Oh. So, I guess what it means is, when you have a blowing hard, that's all they're good for. So when you got people like Sylvia Nagel out there making threats and allegations of people coming into her house and throwing ninja stars at her and crazy shit, it's entertainment on my end. I pop popcorn, pull up a seat and have a soda pop, and I just enjoy the entertainment value because I share it with people who are in my circles and even out of circles, and they're like, who the fuck's this person? Like, oh, long story, here's a channel. Because when I didn't do a propaganda channel against her, I just did a propaganda channel that shows the screen pics of all the shit she's done. And I'm talking, I have 2.5 years. I have from 2011 till now of screen pics of her shit. So all I do is most of them are dated. So I compiled 3 folders, 2011, 2012, and 2013. And I compile them, I date them, I put them together in the different clusters, and I just put them out there, man. It's awesome. You know, she went off on one of her video channels and complained that a Satanist was holding her back. So I did a video called Who Are You? In a period of 6 months or 8 months, she changed her religion 5 or 6 times, from witchcraft to Luciferian to left-hand path to agnostic Catholic. She did the agnostic Catholic to portray herself as being a victim of a Satanist to get her. Meanwhile, you know, I got other snapshots of her with all the other things, so I had the Who Are You playing in the background because that was more entertainment than anything. But it shows the mindset of a mental midget. And, you know, this recent event, you know, I just told her, you know, don't even bother coming near my church, fuck off. And that's when she's like, you're gonna start stuff with me? Okay, yeah. You know, I caught your ass being a dumbass. And this is the fun part. I get to show the world how dumb you are. And then she did her routine of propaganda and her stuff on her feed and her account. And I just simply went off and screen pick and egged it on further. See where it takes us. It was, that's it. It's entertainment. She's entertaining because that level of stupid, you'd be surprised that breathing would be difficult if it wasn't for the fact that it was involuntary. So, anyways, now a lot of people have an interest in what's going on with this batshit crazy lady and me, and you know, people already know who and what I'm about, and like I said in my other videos, you know, I will promote her. I will promote her organization, and yes, they'll see firsthand for themselves with pictures of her in their thumbnail with her name saying and doing those stupid ass fucking things, and I'll just push in sequence. So that's where it lies with this Sylvia Nagel bullshit. To me, it's entertainment and shits and giggles because, you know, when people live in a fantasy world, they somehow stay in there. You know, she made proclamations that, you know, a green Mustang had gone over and tore up her yard, and this is for Ron French and all this. And I just asked where the police reports are. And of course she makes a big dissertation as to why the police aren't doing anything. I call bullshit. You know, that's the funny part. It doesn't matter if you're in a big city or a small town. Someone's tearing up your lawn or throwing weapons at you, like throwing stars and all that, which is a felony in Florida. Anything that's thrown is considered a missile. Whether I throw a rock or an egg, it's still a third-degree felony. You know, so having the police not show up for that, bullshit. And that's the funny part. It is bullshit. You know, I mean, I suppose I could go off and make a video and just like, this is who she is, this is where she lives, this is where her house looks like. You know, did what she did to one of my friends. Just do all that to let people know who she is, where she lives, and what she does. You know, but that's not my style. She made enough enemies on her own. They'll figure that out without my help. Even though I live a half hour away from her, you know, it's funny how she'll sit there and make these threats. I'm going to get you. I'm going to find you out. I'm going to shoot you in the kneecap. Whatever works for her. But she ain't leaving Tampa. And that's the funnier part. You know, again, when you deal with someone that's that neurotic, all you gotta do is just wait for them to fuck up. Sit back and watch and enjoy the show. Quite frankly, I'm enjoying it a lot. So thank you for your 15 minutes of what the fuck's been going on Facebook with me, because it is a lot funnier. You know, they say truth is funnier than fiction. the world of batshit crazy. I'll put a link down to several baskets, give you an idea as to what's going on with what's happening, the sequence, all the other stuff I mentioned. But yeah, you go look up Sybil baskets and on Google or on YouTube, and you'll find this lady. And again, it's just so funny. Thanks for your time. Bye for now.